Hey everybody, welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we are going to be painting more dragons. On Tuesday, Dave and Mia started painting some dragons.
Yeah.
And these are from Wizkids. These are part of the Series 8 launch, which are going to be in stores real soon. It looks like you're doing a blue dragon that is now a green dragon.
Green. It's colorblind. It doesn't know. Let it live its life.
I will let it live its life. I believe the purple dragon they made is technically a white dragon. And then I'm doing a black dragon today. And there's also a copper dragon as well, which is kind of cool. They did a really good job of basing them, putting them together, and having fun with it. And we're going to continue that today. So, yay.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to real quick, I had the computer decided it wanted to restart just before we went live. So,
oh, boo.
We got...
you know, computers always choose the most inopportune times for that.
I know, right? We got Hiram over on YouTube. Hi, Hiram. There we go. And opening it up. See who's all chatting with us today.
Hopefully everyone.
On the YouTube. It is all the peoples. Nice. We got Chris and Walter and Steve, Chris Gorka, Chris Cox. Everybody's up in there today. What up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. So, it is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
What have you been doing this week, Gretchen?
I have been not doing much.
No?
There's a big tournament this weekend, Big Swords tournament, that I'm not participating in.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be at a photo shoot. So, been preparing for that. But also kind of keeping track of everyone who's fighting.
Okay.
Go team, cheering people on.
Nice.
I'll see if I can pop up on Sunday and just kind of dramatically appear after all of the tournament shenanigans. Like, hey, you thought you were done fighting, but here I am.
and challenge everybody?
Challenge everyone, just at last minute. Show up, be like, you can't leave, there's but one more.
Okay.
And everyone will be so exhausted that they'll just laugh at me, but that's okay.
They'll fall to your mighty blade.
They will.
Rune Storm is over there. Hey, buddy. Thanks for watching today. That's Game Trade Media saying hi, thanks. Mike G says hi. Jack Hardy is with us. Hey, all. Forgot there was a stream today. I can't paint with y'all because I have a big project. Ooh, what's the big project?
Projects are fun.
They are fun. James is with us. Mini Painting Studio says I have rose gold hair dye in my hair right now.
Ooh.
Interesting.
We can be twinsies. Just saying.
1,000 Year Beard is here. Rad's with us. And Jean Lopez, what's up? Everybody's hanging out. Very nice. Walter, do you have more colors than your minis? Yes, we always have more colors than our minis. Well, you know what? Maybe not. I have a lot of minis that are unpainted, and I probably have way more miniatures than I do have paints. Curses. He caught me.
I have more colors at home than I ever use for anything.
Yeah.
I admit it. You never know. Also, I am the type of person where if I go into an art store and I see something just cool that's a reasonable price, I will buy it.
Nice.
I may only use it once, but
you're going to pick it up?
I'm going to pick it up and try it.
That makes sense.
There's a lot of glittery metallic things at home that I have because I go, that looks cool.
You do like the glitters.
I do like the glitters. Of this we know.
All right.
I'm going to come in with sparkle paint one day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On or just to use?
No, just to use.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't keep any on hand, and that's sad.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know. I don't know if that's sad or not. I think that's
it's a little
just
sad.
a thing, right?
No, it's a little sad.
Oh. That makes me sad that that's sad. I'm kidding.
Sometimes you just need to add a little sparkle.
To your life?
Yeah.
Like Folgers to your cup?
Exactly.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about any of that. I could be just like, what? Sparkles?
Exactly. Add a little sparkle to your day.
Well, if I could be so bold, that's why you're here.
I'll bring the sparkle.
You bring the sparkle.
I will. Next time.
Because Lord knows, Rick don't sparkle.
You say that?
Mm-hmm.
And yet.
And
I'm going to bring the sparkle in.
Not a fun one, unfortunately. It's in my portfolio for graduation. All right. Well, that sounds like an important one, even though it's not fun. 1,000-year beard made over there. Dear Josh. Oh, Drew, Josh. Is Drew here? Hey, there he is. I know. So Dave is at Adepticon this week, or today and this weekend and everything, participating in all the fun shenanigans going up there. So we wish him well up there and everybody that is participating and up at both Adepticon and PAX East. Hope everybody has a great time.
Ooh, PAX East seems...
Like it would be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Maybe next year.
I don't know if it falls on my swords tournament.
Wow, someone's priorities.
Ooh, I don't know. That'd be tough. Maybe I can do both. I'll just run back and forth.
Yeah?
Like in full gear.
We'd have to clone you or something.
Yeah, I'll run, I'll come back, I'll fight, I'll come back, I'll play a board game, I'll run over.
Where's the sword tournament at?
Ellicott City.
Well, that is going to be a long run from Boston.
I believe in me.
Yeah, someone's going to have to in that case. You're going to have to get some Speed Force powers.
It'll happen. I'm overdue for having superpowers, I feel like. Yeah.
You know, speaking of superpowers and Speed Force and all that stuff, I'm not sure who all in the chat watches the CW DC Universe programming, but what's everybody's thoughts on what's going on this season? I know it's not D&D related in that conversation, but I'll get you there. I just want to open it up with some
generic nerding.
Yeah, some CW stuff. Because I've been watching it, and I know that there's been rumor that this might be it is the last season of Arrow has been announced. Or at least there's going to be maybe one more season, but it's been canceled, and they're only doing maybe like 5 or 6 episodes in the partial season or something like that, which is, a tough one. And I think, hey, Mike says he'll be at Adepticon. You can stop, hey, Mike, you can stop by and say hi to Dave and Brian Steele and Mel Bose. They're all up there. That'll be cool. And there's a lot more people that are there, of course. Take pictures. Anybody that is going to a Adepticon or PAX East or anytime you go to any show, please take pictures of you at the convention or anything cool you might see and post it up in the group. I've asked Gretchen to take pictures, but she just won't do it.
I take pictures.
I'm not talking about photo shoots. Well, maybe a little bit. Especially if it's like, I'm a warrior princess from the future, sent back to eliminate humankind.
That's intense.
Isn't that the movie?
Sure.
Okay. But the CW thing I wanted to say though is I'm really liking Supergirl this season. I like Supergirl. They should have ended Supernatural 9 seasons ago and just killed off Sam.
You're not wrong.
Gene says, I want to binge Doom Patrol. It looks great. It does look great. I haven't watched it yet. CW, Carl, I believe is available over the air in most markets, so you should be able to get it if you're not in the States. I have no cable and can't find a reliable streaming service, so I am seasons behind. Oh no, James. Yeah, you can watch them on the CW app. Hate they are ending Arrow. Hate they are ending Supernatural. Don't know what really is going on in The Flash. Yeah, The Flash has been a little awkward with this whole Cicada story arc. So I can see how that could be like, what's going on? Wilter says, Gretchen, you need to try the game Oh Gnome. Oh yeah, it's called Oh Gnome. You don't. It's one of my faves. It's fun. Chris says he hasn't watched the season. My network of spies and assassins should be snagging me that sweet Primaris Lieutenant model from Adepticon. Looking forward to putting paint on that mini. That does sound cool. Byron says, my tablet is not recognized. That's why I can't use my Messenger and the Facebook. Oh, okay. What's up, everybody over on Twitch and YouTube? Mike G was saying, I was thinking of starting watching since I heard Gorilla Grodd and King Shark have a fight. They did. It was really fun. King Shark is a really cool character. And they did a really good job with him this season. So, and of course, Grodd. Can't go wrong with him. Clancy Brown is the voice actor. You know who Clancy Brown is, Gretchen?
Not by name, but I bet you I've heard their voice.
Oh, you've heard their voice. And they were in the original Pet Sematary.
Oh, cool. And that's having a remake soon, too.
It is.
I'm curious to see what they do with it. I feel like that's one of those things that either goes good or bad, no in between.
Sure. I can see that. It looks really good.
Yeah, the previews look really, I was about to say fun, but I'm sure that's not precisely what they were going for.
But that leads us into the movies. And that's where I wanted to actually end up. So if anybody's tracking and keeping in tabs on the Dungeons & Dragons movie, because we are painting D&D miniatures, right? What are y'all's thoughts? What do you hope to see? I've kind of asked this months ago, what everybody would hope to see in a D&D movie.
You already know my opinions on D&D films.
I don't.
Puppets.
Oh, that's right. Puppets.
It's a good idea.
Is it?
It is. It's a great idea. Guys, the Muppets play D&D.
Oh, that's right. The Muppets, the actual Muppets, not puppets.
Yes.
But the actual Muppets playing Dungeons & Dragons or being in a movie where they get transferred into a Dungeons & Dragons-like realm would be really funny.
I think it would be the best D&D movie ever.
If you get an animal as your barbarian, come on. But I personally like Greyhawk or Forgotten Realms in regards to and Dragonlance. That's really it. I mean, I like all of them, but those are the ones that I think would have a better cinematic look, I guess. Mm-hmm. Especially Dragonlance. Let's see what everybody's saying. James said he just picked up the My Hero Academia card game.
Ooh, that's fun. I watch My Hero Academia. I read it a little bit more than I watch it. It's fun.
Is that a thing?
My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a thing? It is a thing, as things go.
As things go?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I know that it is. The card game does look really cool.
As someone who really likes feel-good shonen anime.
Who's that person? Is that you?
That's
Aww.
me. That's me.
I don't even know what shonen anime means, but it sounds great.
It's the best, obviously.
What's another example of shonen animation?
Naruto, obviously.
Okay. My son likes Naruto. And I'm familiar with Rock Lee.
Rock Lee is one of the best boys. Let him live. Let him live his life.
Let him live his life. It says, my friend just got a tattoo of the main character from that show. I guess she likes it. I would think so. If someone gets a tattoo of anything, they probably like it.
I don't... See, I would love to be able to get, like, a fandom tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that I can never... I don't like... I like more subtle fandom tattoos for myself.
Sure.
Like, I couldn't just get an anime character or a book character, or, like, Harry Potter's face. Like, I would...
I think Harry Potter's face on the entirety of your back would be brilliant.
Why are you not giving me Jurassic Park references when you know that's the only fandom I love enough to get tattooed on my body?
All right, how about lounging Jeff Goldblum across your back?
Beautiful. I've thought about it too, because I'm like, I really do love Jurassic Park. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite book. That's my favorite film. That's like my nerdy big favorite thing. And I just could never figure something out, like aesthetically speaking, that I would want to have on my body. Okay. When I got my first tattoo, I mentioned it to the tattoo guy, and he was like, you know what I envision?
Of course they did.
And I was like, oh, please tell me.
Like a fortune teller.
Yeah. I envision a velociraptor skeleton wrapped around your entire torso.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like, this is just like, I walked in like a cute little bright blue dress, like bounced in, happy, like, oh, I'm here for my first tattoo.
And it happened.
And then he was just like, yes. I envision like Yakuza style, entire back torso wrapping around velociraptor skeleton.
And all you
just
really
by looking at me.
And all you wanted was the Jurassic Park symbol that's on the side of the Jeep.
I do not have a Jurassic Park tattoo. Obviously,
That's
our aesthetics
hilarious.
were different.
Obviously.
But yeah, that's what he envisioned, like looking at me. He just looked at me and he was like, that's what that girl needs.
It came out all like artist-like, and just kind of like...
What would be the...
You know what? I can
Looking
see
at
it.
you can
I can see it. All the hand gestures, all the
yeah, it was.
The dramatic
It was.
flair.
It was a very surreal experience.
I bet.
It was fun. I got my tattoo.
And then ran.
No, and then he gave me whiskey.
Oh.
Because that's what you do at a tattoo parlor.
How old were you?
How old do you think I was?
Not 21.
I was not 21.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was also a $30 tattoo.
Wow. Okay.
And I got to hold a snake. Because that's sanitary.
And also, what?
Well, because my friend, okay, first of all, you have to know that I wasn't just like, I'm going to go get a tattoo. This is how it's going to be. My best friend, who always gets me into these kinds of situations, called me up and was like, you know what we should do? I feel like we need tattoos.
Right. And you're like, okay.
It's $30 Tuesday for anything that fits under a business card. And I was like, you know what?
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
She's also the reason I got my belly button pierced, because she pulled the same thing. She called me and she was like, you know what we should do today? I was like, I don't know what. And she goes, it's $20 Tuesday for piercings.
Jesus. That just sounds...
Like a good friend.
That just sounds like a young lady who's just wanting to take someone out to make bad decisions. That's what that sounds like. Which is fine. You know, I can dig it. Obviously, I like tattoos. I have lots of them.
I've made worse decisions in my life.
Yeah.
That was probably not like the best decision. Like, you know.
Sure. So some of the comments about the D&D movie have been amazing so far. Where is it? I was thinking of starting watching The dragons look like they have a lot of detail looking from what they are out and looking forward to when they're out in stores. Yep. Jack says, I want Ewan McGregor as Dritz. That's all I want. That's an interesting statement as far as like, why Ewan McGregor. Oh, yeah, Clive, I believe that Drow would be the best villains in the movie as well. Chris says he's conflicted. Live action reboot, adaptation of the 80s cartoon, make it so.
Ooh, that would be fun.
A live action reboot would be super cool. Rad says, can't get better than Greenwood and Salvatore. Yep. Shonen is similar to Archie. It's a style and type. Okay. And Dragon Ball is shonen. Okay.
Yeah. See?
Would love to see Drit's movie, especially if they did the first trilogy with Brunner and Wolfgar. Yeah, and Catabre. That would be cool. I met the lady that voices the English voice for Naruto.
She's awesome. She's so cool.
Ooh, Clive, that's a great idea. He says, how about a Harper's film? So in the Forgotten Realms, there's this organization called the Harpers. They're kind of like a spy organization, but they do deeds that are considered good deeds to keep the realms safe. Like maybe Illuminati, but good Illuminati. I'm trying to think of an analogy that would be a good reference that people would be like, oh, okay, if they're not familiar. But that would make it real easy to do a Harper series where you could have, much like a 007, where you have your main like boss of the Harpers giving out the orders, and it's to different like members of the Harpers organization out doing different missions in every movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Dang it, man. Yeah, that's what they should do. I agree. Chris says, in regard to the D&D movie, it needs to go between the story and action and the outside the game, just like every game ever. Yeah, Carl says, change my mind. The D&D movie needs to be a D&D session told entirely in Michael Pena narration flashback. So the guy from Ant-Man that's always doing the narration flashbacks. So there I was. My cousin and I were at this museum. You know, the kind where they show art.
Be perfect.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I would watch a Michael Pena narration of a D&D game that is then like like Drunk History.
Yeah, I would love that for D&D. My friend and I actually spoke about doing that because,
that would be so
like
funny.
in college, she had a project that she needed to do, and she's a film major. And I had a English project where I needed to write a ballad. So I had her tell me one of her favorite D&D experiences.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down like a ballad.
Yeah.
And then we had this ballad. And she's like, you know, it would be really fun for one of my projects if we filmed it. And just had like me sitting there at a coffee shop,
narrating it,
and then her just come in, like throw the sword down and start like just going off on this ballad.
Yes.
You're like, I need to tell you a tale. Who are you?
Yeah. We could call it Drunk Tales of Adventure.
People could send in their favorite D&D adventures, and then we get drunk and try to.
Well, no, we actually would bring in a person who.
Or bring them in, get them drunk.
But yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But.
I'm just excited.
So we would bring in, let's say, you know, they'd have to be, you know, like maybe some of the celebrity D&D types.
Yeah.
But what you do is you get like Luke Gygax is going to tell a story of playing D&D as a kid with his dad, with Gary. But then you get like famous actors to play the parts of the flashback, and it still would be Luke talking and narrating the experience. And then my dad said, "Hey, Luke," and it would be like George R. Martin as Gary Gygax talking about what they see, and Luke would be, you know, and then you get a child actor who's known, like one of the kids from Stranger Things or something, playing as young Luke Gygax.
That would be funny.
That would be hilarious. And if anybody's watching, please make that happen. I would watch that even if it was just a web series.
Just Drunk D&D.
Yeah. Yeah. Tales of Adventure, D&D stories we all wanted to know about. Tell me about your character. Well, there's one time.
What's your favorite D&D adventure that you've been on?
Byron says he wants to paint my body. What? Dang it. Like, with the glitter? I mean, I just
you know, body painting's in.
Yeah, it is. Oh, the Red Wizards of Thay would be a great villain. Netflix, make the Harpers so. Yes. Netflix should have called us by now. I mean, I'm such a huge fan, and I talk about Netflix all the time.
I
Netflix should have
feel
called
like
us and
we'd
said,
be
hey.
so good at making Netflix shows. Just
Yeah,
different, yeah.
I agree.
They need to get on that.
I don't know what the problem is.
They're procrastinating.
I agree. They're procrastinating, and they're making my life difficult. So, because, I mean, you just call them up, and it's like, this is Netflix. You're approved. All right?
That's exactly how that works.
A half hour series, you know, each episode 1.5 hour long. Just do 6 episodes as a primer. If it catches, cool. If it doesn't, you know, also cool. 6 got done. So, I would be down for that. Harper's would be a good movie. Alias and Alias and Dragon Bait, absolutely. Narrated as me as Volo, yeah. I could be Volo and talk about, you know, it could literally be Volo's guide to the realms, and always narrated. That'd be cool. I have a great D&D story that involves cornbread. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my gosh,
that would be hilarious. Chris Cox says, "I'm down. Have a great D&D story that involves cornbread." Said that. Guest narrators for each episode, like Tales from the Crypt. Yes, absolutely. Sup, Minnie? Hey, Stefan. How are you? Jack says, just reading the books, I just imagine his Obi-Wan voice as Dritz. I can see that as well, because Dritz does a lot of inner dialogue narration, and Obi-Wan has a very good voice for that. Or, I say Obi-Wan, but...
Obi-Wan has a great voice for it. It's okay. He's Obi-Wan now. He'll never escape.
Soran says, is there a painting technique that we would recommend practicing for blending large amounts of flesh? After seeing the new Stanesh Keeper of Secrets, I'm thinking of getting brave enough to try it. Does anybody have an answer to that in the chat? That's a great question. I would say post that question in the Painting Happy Little Minis group and see what everybody says there, because I know that for like large amounts of flesh that I've done and that Dave has kind of taught me, and I don't want to really speak for Dave because he may just be like, Rick, obviously you weren't listening, but layers are best. You know, give it, we did a red wash over white prime the last time we did some massive flesh tones, red wash over white prime, and then highlighted it with flesh tones, and it came out beautifully. And I think that might be a good bet for anybody that has a character that has a lot of flesh that needs to be put together and painted. Do we have any photos today?
Yes, we do.
Cool. I think we should look at some painting that has been done in the group. What do we got? So Jason Sutton, the Shadow Dragon, a 3D print. That's a cool looking dragon.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. That's a nice looking dragon. Is that a free print for 3D printers? If so, you know, post that link up, yo. What else we got? Good job, Jason. James, the Caradron Overlords. I'm probably pronouncing that horribly wrong. I apologize. Caradron Overlords. I saw this in the group, and they look amazing. That airship is really good. I mean, they're all good, but that airship, I really am like, yes. Very cool. Joshua Mushil. I do not know what this is from, but that is sick.
I love the wings.
Yeah, very good. The colors, everything looks so good on that.
It just has a very good balance in the composition of all the colors that they chose.
Absolutely. Good job, Josh. Joshua Davis. I want to say, hey, Josh, is this a Kingdom Death piece? Because his like bluish purple smoke flame thing is
so smooth.
Yeah, ghostly. That is nice. So he'll probably respond to that with yes. Yes, Josh did a demo this week. Okay. Very cool. Reaper, the Reaper Angel. Okay, Carl, that was sick. Josh Davis also did Dachshund. This is from the D and Dogs.
I wanted one of these so bad.
Yeah, that is. I think that is from the D and Dogs. If it isn't, let me know, Josh. But if it is, brilliant. The pug from that box set, if it is that, is designed after the pug of Travis Severin, who owns Millennium Games, co-owns Millennium Games up in Rochester, New York. Yeah, so very cool. Dachshund. Peter F. Adams, Blackstone Fortress. Those are sick. That chain gun on the right there is beast mode. I like the purple on that blade. Yeah, those are really good. Good job, Peter. RJ. So RJ lives out in Bel Air. You know RJ.
I do.
Black Legion Chaos Marines, work in progress. Those look amazing. He's been doing a lot more painting lately, and his paint jobs have been really good. So good job. And Robert Sakaluk with wooden power poles. Oh, very cool for terrain purposes. He made like power line poles.
That's really neat.
Yeah, those are cool. I can dig it. Those are old school looking too. Nice. What I'm wondering what game he's going to use it for. So, Robert, if you're in the group and stuff, let us know.
I think he said these are from Fallout. Hang on a second.
Is it Fallout by Modifius?
Yeah, Fallout Wasteland Warfare.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool. All right. Hey, Caleb, come on in here real quick, if you don't mind. Over on this side, the power cord for the laptop is not plugged in, and it's only got like 3% power. So
Which one's the power?
it's not connected up here, so it's down there on the floor somewhere.
Okay. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Technical difficulties.
No worries. And save the day. Look at there, power. All right. All right, very cool. Hey, Alter Troll. Runestorm says, I think the movie should be set in the Forgotten Realm so it would tie in with all the 5e stuff. I agree. It makes it the easiest marketing opportunity, is if you do keep it in the 5th edition space, you're not going to lose out on your audience. Sarah says, love Dungeons and Doggies. Client wanted silver. Kingdom Death Gold Smoke Knight. Yeah, that thing is sick, Josh. Byron says, halflings having a rodeo with goats is the opening scene. Would you watch that?
Yeah.
You would? You're being quiet.
I'm so focused on these wings. Look at this. Look, they're gonna be complete. They're gonna match up to Dave's wonderful job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working hard.
You are, and it looks great.
Show it under
Yeah.
the webcam so everyone can see.
Yeah. Look, attempting.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
Try to make it look like light is shining through.
Very cool. She's killing it over here, ladies and gentlemen. Killing it.
But yeah, I would not only watch the halflings on goats, I would totally sign up to be one of the halflings on goats.
Really?
You sounded disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed.
That was a little bit of disappointment going on there.
No,
Yeah.
not
What does the
disappointed.
chat say?
The chat says, what? No. Walter says, please stand by. Wow. When will we see more GW minis on the painting desk? Morgan, that's a great question. I think we'll probably bring more GW minis next month. I'm not sure which week, but know that every week or every month there will be potentially a GW space done in there. And Wizkids will have a week, maybe C-Line will have a week, you know, as we continue forward. And then we'll have like a random miniature company or game that has miniatures in it
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's one of the other weeks. If there's 5 weeks in the month, we'll get lucky and maybe even have 2. Oops. This ash gray needs more shaking. Go girl Gretchen. Yep. Gretchen will be the rodeo queen.
I will be.
Sarah says, the only doggy I'm not happy with is the corgi because it has a tail.
Oh, see, I like corgis with tails.
And then Mini Painting Shoe says, agreed, my corgi was clipped.
It depends
Hey,
on if you have a cardigan or a Welsh.
Yeah, that's right. That's funny. Josh said that, hey, the Painting Happy Little Minis group has 1,000 members. Yes, they do. We're back to 1,000. But we're not going to announce the winner until next Tuesday when, or not, we'll not announce a winner yet. We'll do the contest next Tuesday. We'll do that for the 1,000 member thing. But today on the show, for everybody that's still watching, we are giving away these right here, Tyranny of Dragons, Icons of the Realm premium figure, the Ancient Brass Dragon. It is really a nice miniature. You can see it right here, right there. It's really nice. And someone's going to win this. And the person that will win it is going to have to, in the chat on any of the platforms, put down hashtag brass, B-R-A-S-S. Hashtag brass to be entered to win the Brass Dragon. So, and we'll announce the winner just after the show, and yeah, get it out ASAP to the winner of the Brass Dragon. And I already can tell you on Tuesday next week, besides just doing, launching the contest for 1,000 members in the group, I have gotten some more of those campsites, like the wagon, the Romani like traveling wagon, and the campsite box sets, the pre-painted ones, and we'll start giving some of those away as well, starting next week.
For anyone who's confused as to what I'm doing, I'm trying to give him freckles on his wings. So I am flicking the tone onto the bits that I tried to make look kind of see-through and iridescent, so that it looks more organic than me just popping some freckles down.
Okay.
We'll see how that turns out. We're experimenting.
Sounds interesting.
Happy little freckles.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with, testing out new concepts and ideas in your painting techniques.
I'll make it look a little bit more natural.
I can dig it. I am so not going to get this dragon done today. At all.
That's why I cheated and went with the one Dave had already.
I should have as well. I should have went with one that someone already started.
You could have also joined us in cheating, but
yeah. I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Oh, we got some brassers over there. Morgan says brass. Ross. What's up, Ross? Ross, thank you so much. If you guys don't know Ross has been really active on our YouTube channel and has been commenting on a lot of the videos, and we do appreciate everybody that goes over to YouTube and watches our other content that we are making featuring Gretchen and Mia and others. It is really appreciated, and again, any feedback and comments, even if it's just a hi or I love this video, or the audio's bad, whatever.
We thrive on positive reinforcement here.
Yeah, we are all about it and we appreciate it. So thank you. Hashtag cheers to Ross. And everybody else. It's just I've seen him doing it a lot lately. Granted, I am from the generation that remembers that as the pound key. I'm still trying to figure out where the term hashtag came from. Yeah, I don't know either. I think it might just be like, is a hash maybe?
I wish I would know, because I feel like I started, like, my everyone who's my age started off with it just being the pound sign.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow during my lifetime it shifted into being hashtag, but I don't know when. I would not be able to tell you when
I can
that
tell you
shift
that it was
happened.
probably your generation that made it happen.
Yes, that you are probably not wrong. I will give you that. I just have no idea. Like when I think it came with just the internet and needing a way to organize stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
So it just kind of, same with like how there's all of the different ways to kind of speak and to get tone across on the internet.
Sure.
Ended up causing that kind of generational shift in talking. I don't know.
Maybe. Those are,
I feel.
If
That's
anybody
fine.
knows how it was created and stuff, that would be a cool conversation.
That'd be a cool
topic.
fun fact.
Fun fact. All right. Ross says, all right, you made me stop and comment on the stream. Been busy cooking lunch for Care Home, but have been watching from start. Thank you so much.
Cooking. I made a roast last night. It's very yummy.
James says, hi, I love this video. They're the highlight of my week. Thanks, James.
You're the highlight of our week.
Steven says, I've subscribed to your videos, but I'll communicate more often. I'll post. That's awesome. Hashtag great audio today. Hashtag thanks, Dave. James says, I totally understand that technique, the flick, to get the...
Yeah. I did that in watercoloring a whole lot to get freckles and stuff. But this is the first time I'm doing it like on a mini. I like it. I like how it's actually, it turned out very good.
Byron says, underline became underscore. And Josh says, hashtag is Gretchen's fault.
You caught me. I totally did not have the same flip phone up until I was in college.
That is so funny.
My sister is very big into technology and found out that I still had a like old school flip phone, which I loved because that thing could survive anything.
Mm-hmm. An old school flip
Jack
phone.
Hardy. Oh, who'd you roast, Gretchen? Obviously, Rick. No, I made a roast, and it was delicious. I roasted my enemies. This time it was a cow.
Okay. I don't know why Gretchen doesn't make a roast and bring it in.
Do you want me
Thursday.
to... Are you going to pay for me to make a roast and bring it in every Thursday?
For craft services? I
Yep.
should, right? But no, I can't eat that.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It is really a personal problem. I have to maintain this weight loss. Because, I'm losing all this weight so that I can be in the D&D movie.
Same.
I'm just waiting for him to call me and be like, Rick, we have this character you would be perfect for. And I'd be like, sweet, what is it? Town Guard number 4. And I'd be like, I'm in. I am in. Town Guard number 4? Yes, please.
See, all my sword stuff, I feel like I could just hop on set and no one would know.
Yeah, you
I'd
think
just
so?
be like, I belong here. Prove it.
Prove that I don't
Hand
belong.
me that sword.
Right? Prove that I do not belong on this set.
I just do everything confidently enough.
I'm looking at the list of cast members from the casting directors page, and you are not on the list, ma'am. Dang it. You
Caught me.
thwarted my efforts.
No, I think the easiest way to sneak onto any set is to just have like 10 coffees in your hands and look frantic.
Look frantic and
And have like 10 coffees, like a sad little intern. Just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Where am I supposed to be? Do you know where I'm supposed to be? It's so important that I get these.
And they'll be like, aren't you the PA? Aren't you supposed to know where you're supposed to be?
I'm new.
I'm new. All right.
They're not even giving me college credit.
Oh my God. Yep.
Where's the lie?
I think you've done this or have thought about doing this.
I mean, I've definitely thought about going to the set of Jurassic World and just hanging out.
Really? No.
You know, as you do.
As one does, yes. Oh, who'd you roast? Gretchen is constantly roasting me and others, as we all know. Rick, are you going to be more buff than Jason Momoa? James, I already am more buff than Jason Momoa. I don't know who you're talking about. That guy is so tiny. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to being buff again, necessarily. And I do say again, because I used to be. I used to be a frickin' meathead. You've seen pictures, Gretchen.
I have. This is the buffest I've probably ever been.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For all of his money. I wouldn't be in the D&D movie, but I would be in the D&D movie, but I took an arrow in the knee. That's come from Carl. Nice call out there, Carl. Very good. Byron says I would be a dwarf. Oh, a Tome of Annihilation movie in the jungles of Chult? Yes. That would be really cool because I'm playing in the jungles of Chult right now in the Tome of Annihilation on Roll20 with some friends. And I'm playing a Harper. So it would also kind of make sense to do it, you know, as a Harper thing. And with my character, Orin Dungeon Dweller, who is actually a rogue arcane trickster, but is an investigator detective.
I'd love to do a film noir style D&D campaign.
Really?
Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be interesting. Which means, yes, it would be fun. I was sitting in the tavern.
That would be the one rule at the table is anytime it's your turn, you have to narrate it.
You have to narrate in the third person?
Yeah, you have to narrate it in the third person.
When the wizard walked through the front door, I knew they're there for business, and they walked straight to my table. My companions and I, drunk as we are, yeah, that would be really funny. With the line lighting that you would get from like a window. Like,
Yes.
like, why is it like that?
Why do we always play like at sunset? Why is that?
Why is that? What time of the day is it? Just before sunset. Yeah. Really?
Always.
It's like always that time. Have you guys seen the D&D board done by Weta Workshop? It's untested. It's insane. It's huge. The living animal forest, the labyrinth of town. I have not seen it, but now I want to. Dang it. One day I'm going to paint a woman's model to have as colorful a top as what you are wearing. I'm not sure how you would highlight it, though. Yeah, this is your
it's my dinosaur dress. Yeah, so it's all a pop art. It's comic book, like pop art print, and it's all dinosaurs. So,
brilliant.
Like you can kind of see on the top how it's dinosaurs. You can see it better on the skirt. I can't stand up, though, or my mic will sit me back down.
Yes, it will. Yes, it would be like, now. Which would be hilarious. I mean, tragedy.
You're rude.
Let's see. Let's see what everybody over here is saying. James says, Rick rocks the dad bod. Thanks. It's true. I do rock it.
You are a dad. You have a bod.
I rock that dad bod. Steven says, I'm running Tome of Annihilation. It would work out great. I agree. Joshua says, I rock the sad bod. Aw, you'll be all right, son. Carl, I was in my office. The drider came. She was all legs. That is awesome. Hey, Dwight, hashtag brass, yes. As a reminder, here before, we only got about 10 minutes left in today's program. Just as a reminder, if you have not already joined the Painting Happy Little Minis group on Facebook, please go over there, request a join. We'll let you in, we'll add you. Post up all your questions, all your answers to other people's questions, and all the miniatures from works in progress to completed, because we want to see it all and be part of our community. And if you haven't already done so, in the chat on any of the platforms that you're watching from, If you put #brass, you'll be entered to win the Ancient Brass Dragon limited edition miniature by Wizkids right here, which will be awesome. And we are painting the dragons from the Wizkids Series 8 or Wave 8 that are going to be coming out real soon to your local game store. And they're beautiful. They're so nice. I snagged these from the Wizkids booth at Gamma Trade Show a couple weeks ago.
Like how you say snagged them, like you just went over and like very casually like, whoop.
I mean, yes, they were very kind to give them to me, but I kind of like to pretend, it's called role-playing, Gretchen, that I was a rogue and I, you know, playing Eugene Swiftcloak, rolling in, nobody sees me, 6'5", 400-pound plus rogue, jumping in. I'm not 400 pounds anymore, but jumping in and grabbing things. And be like, rogued. Shadows. Invisibility. You know what I do.
Exactly.
Jack says, I would say I rock the dad bod, but I have no plans on being a dad soon.
It's okay. Say my dog has a dad bod. My dog's not dad.
Chris says, I still say you need a Minotaur bard named Pat. I agree. James says, I watch on my tablet and type on my phone, twice the goodness. And Walter says, who's behind the camera today? Behind the camera today is Caleb, is running the show on the switchers, the ones and twos, the turntables. He's back there doing all that today, and we appreciate that.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. And then next week, we'll be painting some Gale Force 9 miniatures. And Gretchen has already laid claim to one that she'll be painting on Thursday.
Claimed.
Claimed, yes. And it is the Undead Tyrannosaurus, which is from Tome of Heroes.
It is.
Or not Tome of Heroes. We were just talking about it.
We were.
Tomb of Horrors. Yep, in the jungles of Chult. I'm not sure which miniature I want to paint yet. They have the Fire Giant Dreadnought with the 2 giant shields. I think I want to do that one. Right. Walter says, shout out to the team. Bobby the Barbarian, Pat Minotaur. Oh, I get it. I get it now.
Did it take you a moment?
Yeah, I wasn't registering that, and now that I've read it, I'm like, aha. Good job. You got me. Pat Minotaur. A female Minotaur bard named Pat Minotaur. Yes.
Only if they did a parody of all of her songs for D&D.
Oh, yes. I agree. And if that doesn't happen in the near future, I'm going to be tragically upset. So, Gretchen, you said you write ballads.
I do write ballads. Fun fact.
And now that you can just look up all the lyrics.
Are you saying that you don't think I have like several of her songs in my noggin?
I'm not saying that at all because I don't know what your library of musical catalog is in your brain. But now I would love to hear some really good parodied Pat Minotaur songs for Pat Minotaur about adventures and adventuring and slaying dragons and thwarting evil.
Love is a
necromancers.
battlefield, except it's actually a battlefield.
Yeah, it's actual battlefield. I can definitely see that. Nice.
Just trying to think about how, like, that specific type of bard would use charm. like as a cow.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just roll for charm. Hold on, I'm the bard. I have this.
And the fact that you just said
Cow.
as a cow is really offensive to the Minotaurs, as they are not cows. And
Well, a
you're
female one would be a
a miniatress.
yeah, cow version.
Oh my God. Why would you say such things? She's the meanest, everybody, and I apologize. Bobby the Barbarian. James says we all need to paint some brown coats and brigands from Gale Force 9. Yeah, we should. I should talk to Blair at Gale Force 9 and say, hey, man, we'd like to paint these. I'm really excited, just so you know, because Gale Force 9 has a Aliens, like Aliens versus Predator type, or Aliens game coming out soon, and the miniatures for that look so good. And
That'll be
I
fun.
think it would be a lot of fun to paint. So we will make that a thing. Yes, we will. So, cool. All right. Let's see how this looks.
It'll look brilliant, obviously.
Do it look brilliant? I love Chris says, I love the GF9 stuff. I had the chance to paint a bunch of it. I have to get my adult red dragon to the table soon. Yes. And Byron says, we're running with the shadow of the knights. Did you get that?
Running with the shadow.
Yeah, Shadow of the Knights. Running with the Shadow of the Night by Pat Benatar. Now
Yeah.
Knights with a K.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I assumed it was Knights with the K for the chuckle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you were right. We've only got a few more minutes left, everybody. Gretchen, thanks for coming and painting with us today, as you do on Thursdays. If you guys want to follow Gretchen in her her mischievous ways on Twitter, what is your Twitter handle, Gretchen?
My Twitter is actually just Subtle Gretchen. It's just me. Same as my Insta.
Your Insta, what's
My
that?
Instagrams.
Oh, Instagrams. No, I know what that was.
The Instagrams. Most of it is me being silly.
Yeah.
Me doing the little bit of modeling that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Me playing games.
As you do.
Me antagonizing Rick.
Yes. It's the tragedy of my life.
Oh, and me sword fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
You do
that.
yeah.
I do post about that. I'm trying to post more. I was told that I don't post about me sword fighting enough.
Whoever told you that was right. I would agree with that statement.
I was like, oh, it's just something that I like, just do. I don't think about it. I just.
And then if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, it's Geektography. Just like photography, but geek. Geektography. And yeah, so there it is, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today. Join the Painting Happy Women's group. Let's take a real quick look at what our completions are.
So
just
under-
yeah, just under there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
So
Let's
you
see
can
it full.
or
on there.
Or there.
Ah.
All right, let's go ahead and put him up there as best you can.
All right, hold on. Let me pop him back up so he's flying.
I was running.
There we go. Oh, look, and you can see his freckles. Good.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good. Very nice. I
So
can dig
get
it.
that kind of luminescence on the wings.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it to look too unrealistic for a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that green dragons are the freckliest
Are the freckliest.
of dragons.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that looks really good. And I want to say that Dave worked on this one on Tuesday.
Yes.
I believe so.
Dave did the base
This
of
one?
everything and that one, yeah.
And then I think Mia did the purple one.
Yep.
All right, so grab yours.
So hopefully it gave Dave's base justice.
then-
As I drop everything.
This had no prior work done on it. And it's going to be the black dragon when it's all said and done. So I got to do all the stuffs with it still. And we'll see. But yeah, it's the traditional new art look for the black dragon. And I think it's going to look pretty neat when it's all said and done.
I think it'll look great.
Yeah.
It looks very, like, right now it looks very skeletal. Like, it looks
does.
like ash.
It does kind of look like ash.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you. And everybody watching, make sure you're in the group posting all the things. I'm Rick.
And I'm Gretchen.
And we'll see you at the game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.